Welcome to Pet Planet. Today we're diving into the world of the three-toed box turtle. A land-loving turtle, often mistaken for tortoises. Let's uncover its unique lifestyle and why they don't swim much like other turtles.
Box turtles aren't very aquatic. They are known to kind of wallow, but they're not fully aquatic. We call them semi-aquatic. They lack the webbing in between their toes, so they're not able to create like a powered swim.
So, if they're not swimmers, where do they live? Let's take a look. Three-toed box turtles are native to the forests and grasslands of the southern United States, from Texas to Oklahoma and even parts of Michigan.
Box turtles are found primarily in North America. They are found usually within the lower 48. You find them in Texas, Oklahoma, even as far up as I believe Michigan. Several other species kind of intermingle in that area as well.
These turtles thrive in temperate forests, from leafy woodlands to sunlit meadows, staying close to water sources for shelter and food. They adapt to seasonal changes, but how do they survive shifting temperatures? Let's find out. Your pet box turtle will stop eating around fall to prepare for winter. It is important to provide a good shelter for them. For example, leaf litter is a great option for extra insulation.
So typically, depending on the area, most species will actually, during the fall, will either enter rodent holes. They'll more than capable of burrowing as well, making their own holes. Some species are even known to kind of just hunker down in their shells or even go into like really big piles of decaying leaf litter, because leaf litter is actually really good at insulating.
Box turtles slow down their metabolism to enter a dormant state. It is important to note that box turtles do not tolerate freezing temperatures like other species, and they need a shelter for insulation. Also, extreme cold, below 40 degrees, might stress your pet box turtle. In the wild, they have many more options for shelter.
So they can go from hot Texas heat like this in the high hundreds or low to mid hundreds to almost freezing, almost 32 degrees.
But for pet box turtles, it is recommended to watch for freezing temperatures.
Those turtles are designed to shake out or to take that long winter, to hunker down, get some rest, come back out during the spring, and they'd be fine.
Remember to always keep their water close, because sometimes during warmer days, they will wake up and hydrate. Box turtles brumate for several months during winter, so when spring arrives,
they come out in droves. They're trying to pack on weight, they're hungry, and then breeding season is right around the corner as well.
Box turtles know their territory like the back of their shell. Let's explore their sense of home. Box turtles don't wander far. Their home range is about 1 to 2 acres, and they remember the best spots for food, water, and shelter.
They are highly territorial. In the wild, turtles will have a range of up to over a mile. So to give them as much space as we can out here in captivity is definitely required as well. We want to have at least 100 square feet.
With their strong sense of territory, they also have unique personalities. Let's hear from a turtle owner.
But I wasn't expecting them to have much of a personality like a dog or a cat would, but they really do. They have different personalities. Like Tova can be kind of standoffish at first, but she, like, the more you're around her and the more you're in her enclosure, she will come out and greet you and, you know, nudges you like, do you have something for me? And you learn like their likes and dislikes and stuff. And then like our other one, he's a Herman's, and much smaller, but he is super friendly. Like as soon as he hears your voice, he like will come out of wherever he's at and wants to know if you've got food, first of all, but like they like scratches on their shells, but it's not like you don't pick them up and cuddle them like you would like a dog or a cat.
They may not cuddle like a dog, but they sure know how to charm their owners. Now, let's meet some turtles looking for a home. The best way to adopt a box turtle? Rescue organizations like the Central Texas Tortoise Rescue.
This is Central Texas Tortoise Rescue, and we take in unwanted tortoises and box turtles. We have a lot right now. We just recently took in 49 from one household. They can't be released back into the wild once they're in captivity. They're not very frequently in pet stores anymore because their numbers are dwindling in the wild, so at least we've gotten that word out that pet stores and breeders aren't breeding and selling three-toed box turtles very much anymore. If a entity finds out that that this person has been taking tortoises or turtles from the wild and then trying to sell them, that not only can that person be arrested, but then the turtles have to go somewhere. We do get turtles and tortoises that were very poorly kept, and the rescue takes them in and does rehab, takes them to a vet, does whatever medical interventions are needed, and then we rehab them and take good care of them and find them new homes.
If you want to adopt a box turtle, here's what you need to know.
Here at Central Texas Tortoise Rescue, we require that adopters fill out an adoption form on our website, and that adoption form asks some questions about the new owner's knowledge of caring for the type of tortoise or turtle that they're adopting. And then they send us photos of their enclosure so we can ensure that they have an appropriate enclosure. If they have some things in the enclosure that we would like to see made different, we give them guidance and help them design a better, healthier enclosure for the tortoise. And then once they've made those changes, then we approve the adoption and they can come pick up their turtle.
Speaking of enclosures, let's explore what makes the perfect turtle home. Turtles need space, at least 100 square feet. They walk to digest their food, so movement is key.
At Central Texas Tortoise Rescue, recommend 100 square feet. It's for box turtles to live their best life out there and really nice and healthy. 100 square feet allows them to walk, and they need to walk to process their food. We recommend that it's overplanted on purpose, that you let the grass grow a little tall, the plants grow a little tall. That way they have places to hide, they have places to dig up bugs. They have the plants in the environment also keep the soil cooler.
They would prefer more of like a mesic grassland where there's pretty decent coverage, fallen logs, leaf litter, permanent sources or seasonal sources of water are usually what they look for as well.
Providing a natural, enriching space ensures your turtle lives a long, happy life. Now, let's check what we need to responsibly care for our box turtle pets. Food and calcium needs. Three-toed box turtles are omnivores. Offer insects, vegetables, occasional fruits, and calcium to support shell health. Hydration. Provide a shallow dish of clean, dechlorinated water daily for soaking and drinking. Enclosure size. They need a large outdoor space, at least 100 square feet per turtle, to roam and regulate their body temperature, and to digest their food. Shelter for all seasons. They require insulated areas in winter and shaded, moist zones in summer to prevent overheating or cold stress. Light and heat. If kept indoors, they need UVB light for 10 to 12 hours a day and a basking area around 85 degrees Fahrenheit. Enrichment and personality. Box turtles explore their environment, include plants, logs, and hiding places to encourage natural behaviors. Social needs. They can live with up to 2 others, but only if each has enough space. At least 100 square feet per turtle. Crowding can lead to bullying, causing stress and health issues. Health concerns. Be aware some common health issues include shell deformities, metabolic bone disease, and respiratory infections. Proper care prevents most problems. Always adopt from a rescue or licensed source. Never take turtles from the wild. They rely on their home territory and often don't survive relocation. If you can't care for your turtle anymore, never release it. Instead, surrender to a rescue center or contact a veterinarian or reptile expert for help.
Adopt, don't shop. Please, please adopt. There are so many turtles and tortoises out there that already need homes, and we've got to discourage that overbreeding of so many different species. There's just too many of them out there. So adopt always if you can before you shop. Learn from the appropriate places. There's a lot of misinformation out there on the web. Anybody can post anything on the web about caring of animals, and a lot of it's wrong. So ask a vet, ask a rescue. Most of us have been working with vets so much that we have learned a lot about the proper care of the turtles and tortoises. So ask us before you turn to just the web. There's lots of misinformation out there. There's some good, really good places too, but just make sure that you're checking and vetting those websites and things like that before you just trust what it's saying.
How difficult is it to care for a 3-toed box turtle? On a scale from 1 to 5, with 1 being the easiest and 5 being the most challenging, the 3-toed box turtle ranks around a 3. Why? Pros. They are hardy, long-lived, and adaptable to outdoor enclosures in the right climate. They don't require daily social interaction like some pets. Challenges. They need a spacious outdoor enclosure, a proper diet with calcium supplementation, UVB lighting if kept indoors, and require specific temperature and humidity levels to survive. Their long lifespan of about 30 to 50 years means a lifelong commitment.
I would definitely say to anyone who is looking to get into reptiles, do your research. Research again, and when you think you've got it all, do it one more time. The number one killer of any exotic animal is just the lack of knowledge. Pursue that knowledge to your best of your abilities, and definitely research your animals as well. If you feel like you don't have the time to generally devote to the animal, don't do it.
3-toed box turtles are incredible creatures, resilient, territorial, and full of personality. If you're thinking of adopting one, remember to provide plenty of space, a natural habitat, and lots of care. To learn more about turtles and other amazing pets, subscribe to Pet Planet. See you next time.